So far we have been covered QlikView data modeling with different type of data loading. Okay, and today is the time to move on to our application. Okay, and till here, if you have any doubt, you can just get it rectified for me, clarified for me. I think once you will get a chance to practice more, also you'll be getting more thorough on these topics. So okay, so let me just have a quick review what we have covered so far. And the data modeling, we have loaded flat files. There are QED files and SQL files as well. And here we have also performed different type of data loading, okay, in data modeling. So different type means loading data from files, then inline data loading, then a resident load, incremental load, binary load, okay, and buffer load. And now this part is over, and you can see we have made a good database structure, I mean data model structure. Okay, now with this it suffice to generate our dashboard based on this data we have accumulated. Okay, now just close it. Now we'll move on to our application part. That's the third layer of data warehouse, that is data loading. Okay, so and here you have to be more concerned about designing also. Okay, so if you're not a good designer, then you can just follow with the graphics. I mean uh, any if you're going to develop a dashboard for, let's say, healthcare, okay, let's say for retail, okay, you can just go through Google it, and you can get some good backgrounds, some good references how to organize those controls and professionally. Okay, so this is how it's also a blank screen only. I'm just going to change its name as a dashboard. Okay, how I did it, I repeat again. Just right click on the sheet, let's go to property, dashboard. Okay, and as title I just change it. Okay, now let me just give you the introductory art for the properties of the sheet. As you can see here, the title is meant for changing this tab heading. Okay, tab name. Right now we have only one tab. Okay, I may have any number of tabs. So and now apart from this tab, we have a sheet show property. Okay, and if you just select it always, that means the sheet will be always shown. Okay, and in some conditions, if you want to make it a conditional show, that sheet would be visible or invisible at some point of time. Okay, for instance, I have one variable, let's say it's store visibility. Okay, the variable name is, let's say, visibility. Okay, and I kept it as kept the data in the variable as 1. Okay, so we can write here the condition that if visibility equal to 1, that's all. Okay, if visibility equal to 1, that means in this case we make it conditional. In this case, if visibility equal to 1, then it would be shown, else it would be invisible. Okay, this sheet would be invisible. I'll show you practically, but not right now. In the variable toggling classes, I'll show you. background. Okay, you can just change the background of the sheet with different colors, with background images, with stretching. Okay, with just different type of properties are there. You can apply the aspect ratio. So all these type of property are there here. Theme maker, I'll tell you what is theme maker. Let me just change the background also. Now if you just adding any more sheet to the dashboard, okay, you can go to layout and add sheet, and many number of sheets and many number of tabs can be there in a dashboard. Okay, we can also call it as a tab. All right, so now all the sheets are blank, there is no changes here. It's by default colors applied here. You can also change organize those sheets by promoting. Okay, and also you can demote it, something like this. You can delete sheet here. All right, analysis 1. Okay, now I'll just change the background property of the sheet. Today I'll just show you the introductory of the sheet property, how to create themes, and introduction of the controls. Okay, there are many controls in the QlikView that will probably take you 3 days. Okay, 3 sessions. Okay, with different buttons, charts, combo box, drop downs. Okay, and charts are itself is a separate class altogether because there are a lot of properties there. Okay, okay. Now here we'll change the sheet property. If you want to make it a default colors, yes, you can choose it here, or else select this radio button, sheet setting, choose the color, what color you want to apply on the sheet. Let's say we'll apply some good color combinations. This, okay, and you can make it a simple color, or else you can also apply the gradient. Okay, it's a solid color. You can also apply one gradient or two gradient. That means mixture of two colors, and one gradient means there should be one color with any with its other. I mean, the another color would not be there. That would be simply uh, deemed to the other end. Okay. If you get two colors, you can choose. Let's say white color would be my alternative color, something like this, and you can make it different way. Let's say we'll have like this. Okay, it has diagonal, corner, different type of properties are there. Mhm. I can do like this. Now I have analysis 1. I've got sheet 1. I am giving it a good look and feel. I am going to add some more sheets. Now you can see as many sheets I'm adding, there's no impact of this color on these sheets. Okay, so how I can globalize the styles also? I don't want to repeat the style what I have created here. Okay, I want to repeat it in all the sheets. I can make it a global class, like a, I mean, global theme, which will automatically apply to all the newly added sheets. Okay, even in even out of this QVW file also, wherever I would create any QVW file in my system, any other drive also, that would take the this theme automatically. Okay, so that is also possible. Okay, now that uh, theme, I can do it from here. Just go to property, and now you can go to theme maker. Okay, and before that, let me just tell you this text box. Okay, this is sheet ID. Each control or each object of a sheet will be identified by a unique name. If it is a sheet, it should be sh01, and subsequently if you'll add some more sheet, it will be increasing accordingly, 01, 02, and so on. Okay, and now for any other control, like let's say text box, that should be like tx01. For chart, there should be the naming convention would be ch01 and so on. Okay, and just come to below, that is theme maker. Theme maker and apply theme. Theme maker is a button through which you can create a theme. Okay, create a design by your own and just save it in a theme file. Theme file will be saved in a format called qvt. Okay, I repeat, qvt for theme. Okay, so that we can save it here in our project location, in our source folder will capture, or you know store all the other indirectly used components except data. Okay, now let's make it theme maker. Next, you can choose new theme, and after once you create a theme, if you want to modify it, you can just check this option. Now we are creating new theme, so let's keep it as it is. Next, now it's prompting for saving the theme file anywhere in your system. I'm going to put this path, just paste the path here. Now simply navigate to our source folder. Okay, so here I can give the name of the theme as bg background. Okay, bg, the file would be qvt. Okay, now next, you can just check all these options, and here you have to observe two things. Set a default item for this document. Okay, while saving, if you just check it, it will take this color and this theme by default for this document. That means any number of sheet you will add to the QVW file, automatically without selecting the theme, automatically that will take this color combinations. Got it? And if you select the second option, set the default theme for new documents. For new documents means not even in this QVW file. As I said, anywhere in your system, if you create a QVW file, the theme of that QVW file would be as the color combination we have given here. Okay, so that would be a default for all those. So let us not make this one, we'll make this so that all the tabs will create here, it will be take this color combination. Finish. Okay, so it is all about theme maker, how to create a theme. I haven't even applied the theme also. Now I do not have to apply because I've just given the default option. When we are a new tab, it will be taking this color combination. So let's test it. I have a couple of sheets I'm adding. So do you have any, are you seeing any blank colors? No. So by default it is taking these color combinations. Though I have applied theme maker. Okay, clear? Okay. So from dashboard we'll start some our designings. Apply theme. What it is, if you just give the property and apply theme for default background, let's say I've created another theme, okay, somewhere in other locations, that's in Pujita dashboard. So I'll just apply this theme and open. See, the colors of the background and all these things have been changed. Okay, if we'll just apply our theme, just select the source folder, just go to apply theme, just go navigate to here. Okay, now the theme has been changed. So this is the concept of theme. Now it's all about tab color. So tab is now our solid colors. Now it's purple. If you want to make it custom color, tab color would be something different. Let's say I'll give it more dark. So instead of black, we'll give it white color. This. Tab text color should be white. Now it's turned a different color. Apply to all. So all the tabs has been changed. Okay, you just give it new color combinations, something like this. It is also changing. Okay, so likewise you can create the designs. Now for seed property we saw all these things, how to work with this, right? You have a field, you have an object, security and triggers. So in field, these are the available databases available data fields irrespective of their tables. Okay, if you want to show it respective to their tables, you can see the drop down. The as many tables you have added to our data model, that would be segregated with the table name. This is the field of asset table, category table, make table. Okay, so these will be just the filters or list boxes. Fields display in list boxes. Okay, so if you want to just display it, these fields, you can just give here as category. Just select this and add. So in this list box, the field category would be displayed in your screen. Okay, I will add uh, set created date. Okay, just start. Okay, now you can see we have got some number of you know list box. Okay, I even can also change the list box properties also. You can simply select this, or else you can apply the by default theme of QlikView. Right click, just go to layout. In the layout property of list box, you'll get apply theme option. Just choose this. Okay, these are the default theme of QlikView. Okay, and these are located inside the QlikView installation folder inside a theme folder. Okay, I've installed the QlikView in G drive here, and inside the QlikView folder you'll get a theme folder. Here you'll get all the themes. Okay, so if you want to change the color of one drop down, you can, it's also changing. You can just select it and make it Control Shift C. That will just copy its theme and look and feel. Okay, just select this and Control Shift V. Sorry. Okay, copy this background also. Okay, so now it was all about the background properties. So let us start with list box. So list box is basically used for filtering, okay, filtering in a text from your result set. So it looks like it's a vertical list box. That means the data, if it is growing, then it will just grow to bottom of the records, okay. But in QlikView we can change the designs, look and feel, customize the designs. We can have three type of list box. One is vertical, as you can see in the screen. Another is horizontal. I'll show you how you can make it horizontal list box. Another is hierarchical, okay. So against one asset or one category, you will see multiple list boxes, multiple subcategories, okay. So I just want to see. So I'll add this date, not this. I'll add asset allocated year. Month is not there. Ah yes, allocation month. Okay, so you can see the year is 2011 and month is November. I can just simply copy the styles. Okay, now first of all we'll make a dashboard here. How it's look like? We will just squeeze it a little bit. I don't want to spread it, or I don't want to keep. I don't want to keep more space of this category. So once you add the any list box, you have to see its title, whether it is relevant to your functionality, else you change it. You can see this is by default, it's showing the fill name, okay. So if you just check this option, use this as a title. If you are not given a title, this field name will be considered to be its title. Else you can give the your own title. It should be category, okay. Now it's changed. So this is one type of list box, vertical list box. I'll make it horizontal list box. Horizontal means it should be year as 2011. Let me just not show its caption, so that will look more better for horizontal list box. I can just keep it, I can just take it here. See, this clear button is used for clearing the selections, okay. I can make this list box instead of vertical. If I'm just squeezing it, it is taking a scroll bar, okay, and still it is vertical. I can make it horizontal so that all the month will be light over here. It will look better. Right click, property, go to presentation tab. Here you can just uncheck this option, single column, okay. So we will have multi column and a single row. So as you can see, there are a single column right now. If I'm squeezing it, instead of taking a scroll bar, it will just be in two dimensions. It would take a horizontal scroll bar. Okay, this will look better. So let us not give its or else we can just give its date as transparent. Layout should not be anything. This should be also look like this. This can be also look like this. Go to caption, change the layout. I mean, don't give the border. Layout property should be transparent. You can give its name as year. Okay. Give the tab color as black. Okay, that's looking good. So you can even just remove this lens icon. Just remove this search. It will not be there. So we have month and year. Let us not make it allocation month. Simple month. Okay. Now this is a horizontal list box and a vertical. These are a vertical list box. Okay. Now we'll have, if we just select, and yes, this month are not arranged in from January to December. Okay, they are arranged in a haphazard way. I can just click and arrange it. To do so, I have to go to sorting. It's showing text A to Z. We'll select expression ascending. Expression should be allocated a set month. Okay. Now it is arranged from January, February, March, April, May, June, July, October, December. Okay. This November is some, some problem with the data. I will check it. Okay. Now we have a third list box called hierarchical. We'll add a list box, something like here. We'll, instead of writing, see, we can create list box in two ways. You can just simply go to property, fields, add a particular field in into the this section, then that will be visible. Else you can just right click on the sheet, new sheet object, list box, and choose all field what we want to place it. Okay, so I'll not choose any field, I'll go for expression. I can even, if we do not have any relevant field to display, you can also go for expression. That would be for customized field. You can say equal to field would be category. Category dot category. Okay. Now just read the expression thoroughly. You can see we have written here. I'm just removing this. Category tables category ID, and category only, category and make. So these are two fields only. We have just concatenated these two fields with a string called slash. Okay. Now just see, now you see how it is showing. These are showing the list of categories with their list of makes. Okay, with the makes respective to their category, that category. Okay, now it is not a hierarchical list box. Now if you want to make it hierarchical, just right click on this property, just check this option, show as tree view, and with separator slash. And as we have given the expression separator as slash, that will take a tree view. Okay, it will be a tree view. Apply. Okay, now you can see in tree view against desktop I may have multiple desktop types. Okay, against a laptop I have two laptops. This is a blank actually. This is a data, but its field is blank. So we have another garbage data here. For printer, we have multiple printers. For scanners, we have also a couple of scanners. BlackBerry has a mobile phone. These all are having. In intercom is beetle. Accessories is blank. Okay. So it is good to just accommodate couple of list boxes in a hierarchical manner, and that will be also look good. Instead of this category and its make, we can make it in a single way. So this will look good. Now let's remove it. We'll add some more fields. Category make was there, then employee employee name will add here. Okay, employee name should be there. And now it was all about list boxes. Okay, hello Naveen, Pratima, are you there?
Yes, Amit.
Yes,
Okay,
Amit.
so is it understandable to you? I hope that you are not getting confused anywhere.
No, I'm fine, Amit.
Okay,
I'm fine, Amit, as well.
okay, now it was all about list box and their types. Okay, you can also add few more controls. Then apart from list box, let us go to statistic box. This is you know so the statistics, suppose in a tab we are going to focus on sales. In another tab we're going to focus on profit and sales, profit, loss, risk factors, so and so on. Likewise we can have multiple dashboards in multiple tabs. Okay, so if this is a sales dashboard, sales means it should be the number of sales or the total price, okay, or the selling price of goods. So that we can just select here. I don't have a sales dashboard database here, so we can just make it in numbers. Yeah, we have here something. Okay, it's showing the statistics. Statistics, and in the numbers, sum of the order quantity, it's an integer, it should look like this, or else it will take as a decimal precisions. Should be integer, average should be integer, maximum should be integer, total should be also integer. And I can see its styles have been changed. Okay, so this is called statistic box. This is not widely used, but sometimes it is useful also. Just like how you are seeing the cricket match in the scoreboard, you will see the statistics. So in that case, the score and the wickets, overs, also will be uh, added in the statistic. But here in a particular dashboard, if you are focusing on a single attribute, let's say sales, you can go for the field called sales. If it is let's say if it is profit dashboard, you can go for profit should be like dimensional, I mean dynamic field you can add, that should be selling price minus purchase price. Okay, so like this you can create these statistics. I'm just placing it here. Okay, and now uh, we'll see, this was statistic box, now we'll have a multi-box. So why I kept this space blank here, to accommodate this multi-box. So in our dashboard in a single screen, we cannot add more number of list boxes, because list boxes will occupy a use screen space. Okay, and in 3-4 list boxes in the left or 3-4 in the right, your screen will be full. We have to make analytics, so that we will add more number of filters, so that you can have your better analytics by selecting those filters. Okay, so now I'm going to add a multi box, which is a combination of list boxes. Okay, now I do not have a RAM here in the selection, so I have employee only. I'll select a department also, designation, I'll select a designation, make was there, and in this database I don't have much more fields. Okay, so you can see I have added 4 number of list boxes in this particular space. So likewise we can add any number of list boxes to a multi box. Multibox is a combination of list boxes as here. To accommodate more number of list boxes in a small dimensional area, we use multibox. Not express code, will use a service tag. Service status. Date of expiry. Service tag. Service, each asset has a unique service tag, so we'll uniquely identify each asset with this. Now with this small space we could accommodate 1 2 3 4 3 and 6 list boxes. Okay, so it is good for having more designs. You can move the controls by selecting it and control arrow. I'm just pressing now control arrow. With the selections I can move it in the size. So let us make it more wider so that it should be equal with just select this 4. Okay, and go to object, adjust align left, and adjust uh, top. That means each will have a equal space in between. Okay, now mm, we can just give a equal size to all those objects. Okay, select all once again, object, adjust top. Okay, now we have our departments. You just select, click it, you'll get a list of departments. If you click the designation, you'll get a list of designations. RAM, you'll get a list of RAM ID, which we haven't added to the data model, so that's just showing IDs. Service status is showing AM, WR. WR for warranty, AM for AMC. Okay, expiry date of each asset is listed here. Service tag is also there. Okay, I kept the space left toward the company logo and some heading of the dashboard. Okay. Now just give me a 2-minute break. I'll just come back after 2 minutes. Hello, Naveen.
Yes, Amit.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. Thank you. Uh, yeah. Here we will put our company logo. Okay. So that can be possible through a text box. There is no such image button here or image box here. We can add a text box here. I will I'll select a logo, image in a text box. You can write something to have a text box, something like this, or else you can make it as an image box also. It has a combo property. Just check this image, change. In the source folder I have just kept it. You can just copy this and keep in our source folder. This is the logo of the company. So just go to this path. Okay, now we can add a logo of the company. Anything you can add. Okay, now you can write something, add another text box. Alright, just make this uh, training dashboard, or maybe we'll make it sales dashboard. Yes, data is for asset. Okay, we'll make it asset management dashboard. Okay, now what I can do, I can just squeeze like this and horizontal alignment left. I can make it transparent, so the text box would be transparent. Go to font property, change it bold italic and change the font size. Okay, you can also give some vibrant colors and put it here. Okay, you can place the month and year somewhere here. Okay, and okay, the next control is, we saw the text box, text object. Next control is multi-box is over. Table box. Table box is pretty simple. You can add number of items. Let's say category. Double click on category. Make. Double click on make. Asset table. Service status. Service tag is service tag. Just make it promoted. Mhm. Configuration. That's it. And employee who has been allocated to this asset. Okay, now I can give the title. category, or else it will show you with this table name, will not, which is not good. Service tag. Service tag is a unique ID of a particular asset. Allocated employee or promote employee. Now you can see I've got a table with me. It's pretty simple. No expressions can be accommodated here. Only field name you just add. It will take a table structure. See, few things are missing with few data. Let's say accessories do not have any make. Let's say it's a type desktop. These are the having the makes with service tags. They are on warranty. They are allocated to which employee and the configuration. Okay. So this is one type. I'm just putting it here. Set service tag should not be like this. It should be service tag only. Now it is service status, so it should be status only. Okay, status means it is on warranty or AMC or anything. Service tag is, as I said, it's unique identity of a asset, and configuration may vary with each devices. Fax machine, there is do not have any item. You do not have any make or any relevant item in the table. There is only one category here, so that's why it's showing. And as we make the association, it would be taken as a outer join. So even if you do not have the data in the right or left table, it will show all the informations. It's not like a inner join, so that if its product is not there or make is not there, this record will also be invisible. So functionally our QlikView association is acting as a outer join. Okay,
Amit, I have a quick question for you here.
sure, please.
So you're just showing us the controls right now. You're not linking the filters to the control or anything, because
No,
the selection
all all filter are linked based on the link with the data actually. Okay,
so
so
if I go and pick on the month November or anything, will the data on the table change now?
definitely in February I don't have any data here. Just a second. If I select a desktop, see this particular desktop is showing. We select this two desktop makes, and against that makes we have these many items. Okay, so actually there's no mean for uh, relation with controls to control. Okay,
Okay, so it
relation is
automatically
automatically means if the relation is built with the
on the
data
data model.
in the data model and with the data, then
Mm-hmm.
the data what we are showing in the control, that will be
Mm-hmm.
related.
Yeah.
Okay,
Joint. Okay.
okay, so that's very easy concept. If we'll see service status, how many assets are on warranty? See, these assets are there because you see this asset table. What is the asset table? This one. Service status would be there like this. Okay, the records those are on warranty, that would be fetched. So relationship is automatically made. Okay. Now chart is a separate topic altogether. I'm just skipping it. I'll complete the chart after completion of these controls. Okay. Chart have different type of charts. It needs pre-knowledge of expressions. Okay. So I'm just showing you those chart in the next session. But now let me just finish input box. Input box is work with the variable. Okay. Input box doesn't have the direct relations with the data from the database, but as the name suggests, input. Okay. Input box. So what data we will input, that would be stored in a variable, and that would be kept forever here in the dashboard. Okay. And that is also very much useful when you are creating a global variable or a global assignment for all the dashboards. In that case, input box is very much useful. For example, I'm creating a sales dashboard. I have VAT, okay, VAT rate, and if I'm creating a dashboards with the VAT rate of 11%, that may so happen that the VAT by government would be increased or decreased by the time. So in that case, we will not come here and change the VAT rate from the data model or dashboard or in the database. So what we can do, we can create a variables like for VAT. Those are changing on shake up time. So we can place those attributes not by fixing it, but by giving in a global variable. Okay. So VAT is one thing. Then title, I can change the title of the dashboard. Here let's say I'll just change, instead of asset management system dashboard, I'll change it asset dashboard only. And I have hundreds of tabs in my dashboard. Everywhere all these tabs will be changed. Okay. So input box is a global variable in this case. Okay. Now we will place the input box. So for to create an input box, you have to first create a variable. Okay. Global variable, not like the variable how we are creating in the expressions in the script editor. In the script editor, we were creating the variable by using let or set. Okay. I told you what is let and set. So to create a global variable which would be sheets, which will not be a sheet specific, but it would be a dashboard specific, you can go to setting, document property, variable tab. Okay. You have a variable tab here. Here you can show some system variables. That doesn't require it. We have to create the custom variables. New. Let us give underscore to uniquely identify the variable type. VAT 11%. visibility equal to 1, something like this. Now to accommodate those variables, I can use the input box. I can also use visibility. Okay, let's me have multiple. Okay, visibility variable name is become like this. Let's delete it. Visibility is a variable name and we'll assign the value as 1. I'll change this visibility here. I'll add this. Okay. Now if I want, if my visibility would be 0, then this table box will be invisible. If it is 1, this table box will be visible. Go to property of the table box, go to layout. On each control there's a layout property. Here you'll see the show property. Here you can mention underscore visibility equal to 1. Okay, if it would be anything else it would be invisible. Now it is 1, that's what it is showing. I can put the value here in the input box that will change the value of the variable. Okay, so let's make it 0. What is happening? Table box is not there, table box is invisible. If I'll make it 1, it's visible, right? So got it? What's the concept of input box? See, it's useful for the applying global values to a variable. But now we can just toggle its visibility to visible and so on hide with any other control also. But for your reference, I'm just showing what is the use of input box. Through input box, you can input the variable to a value to a variable. Okay. And the next is any question, Pratima or Naveen, on input box?
No, no, Amit, I'm fine.
Okay.
I'm fine, Amit.
Okay. Now current selection box. This is widely used control. Usually you would see these control would be there in almost all the dashboards. Okay. This is also very much useful. Current selection box. I can put it here. On the right. Let us not put the statistic box. Let us remove it. It doesn't require it. Current selection box is there in everywhere. So I'll put it here. So just know what is the use of the statistic box. That's enough. If the client require it, you can use it. But now we'll use a current selection box. This is basically required for tracking what selection you made. If you'll go for selecting first the desktop, accessories as desktop, now the make as Dell. Now you could have seen that in the current selection box, then all these selections are getting populated. Now I'm selecting department as IT and C, service type as warranty, and the employee name as Sanjay Tiwari. So what I have selected, to know that I have to piff to all my dashboards. Even if I have selected multiple selections in multiple tabs, I have to go there and check manually. But this selection box is useful for tracking what selection we have made. Okay, it's showing the statistics also, like what selections you have made to produce this analytics. Okay, so you can keep this here. I'll not give its title. I'll just remove its title. So from here you can just remove any selection also. There's a eraser button, you can remove it, or else you can know that my selection is category, make, and service is this. Okay, by looking into this you can see the statistic of selection. So you'd see this almost everywhere in Maximum dashboards. This is the minimum width of the selection box. So let us drag this to this width. I'm just removing RAM from here. I don't record RAM. I will pull these four controls to here. Maybe this combo box from here. Okay, so I just kept this space to add something else. Okay, I'll just follow the design protocol. So let us just take the guidelines from other live dashboards. I have some collections of dashboards which I have pre-created, and few are I have collected from other resource also. Okay, I can see here risk management dashboard. You can see how beautiful it is. Okay, we have to also apply this thought process in our dashboard. Okay, while you create a dashboard, you have to think about this design patterns and all. Hmm. Now you see we have a list of list boxes. Okay, on top of this is a blank. This is called your current selection box. Okay, and now there are three buttons just below to that current selection box. This is a clear selection. You'll just clear your selection. This is for left, I mean back to your what you have selected earlier. This is for forwarding what you have just uh, selected next. Okay. So this is like forward and backward. Also these iterations in the button class. In some other dashboards also you'll see the same kind of structures. Say, yeah, there's a current selection box here. You have a current selection clear button. Expense management. See, basically the first phase of the dashboard does not accommodate any dynamic component. It just uh, have the self-explanatory text. Okay. Yes, expense management means what it does, what facilities it provides, what are the key features of the dashboards. You can just keep it here, and there should be the button called get started. You can move to the next sheet. Okay, these all are the static components, and the second sheet of the dashboard usually named as dashboard. Okay, here you will see there are number of controls. This is a chart. I haven't yet come to the chart properties. I'll show you all these things in the charts. Okay, this is what are horizontal list boxes. Okay, this is the heading, and here you can see every dashboard follows this structure. It has the current selection box. No statistic box you'll found anywhere in the dashboard, so for the convenience we have just skipped it, but it's not widely required, but this is highly required. Whatever selections we have made, I don't know
Amit,
what.
there is a search.
Yeah,
Amit, there's a search box on top, right? Is that also, we not covered that also, right?
yeah, I'll cover right now. Okay,
Uh,
so
I have one more question for you. You showed on the first sheet, you showed that when you click on get started, it goes to the next sheet, right? Which is the dashboard.
yeah,
Is there some setting you have to do on
Ye-
that button?
yeah, that's a separate class
Is there a
altogether. Action
property
and trigger.
setting?
Yes,
Okay.
there's action and
Okay.
triggers. Okay, I'll show you everything. So you'll find once we cover all
Okay.
this UI session, okay, dashboard session, you'd get confidence, and you can even say that what controls you have used, what properties they have fixed. And if that would be able to say by you that this is this control and this property is this, then you can create a dashboard easily. Okay, so just wanted to show you this because so that you will get an idea. Then we are going to as per the industry standard. Okay, every dashboard has some design protocols. Okay, so let us remove this from here, and I'll just keep it something like this. Always I'll keep it like this. Okay, now this page will have our buttons also. It's there. Now we came to current selection box. Okay, now button. In the buttons you can have multiple controls. Let's say clear selection. Okay, I'll make it uh, as per our theme. And the button do not have any actions, so that's why it's inactive. If I'll make it in a give a action, then that would be active. So go to action tab. Button has a action tab. There you have to add a number of events. Okay, for each action there should be an event. As you asked, like what will be there if you just click on the button from the first page and how it is navigating to the next page, that all will be covered in this section. Here it would be like a clearing, selection and clear all. That's it. Once you have the action, it would be active. So let us just keep the color as a little light. Now I'll just copy this object and paste here. Paste here. So here I'll just do something like this. That means previous. That means undo selection. And I'll just copy and paste again to get another control. I'll do like this. That would be redo, okay, or forward. So I'll also give the properties here. For action, instead of clear all means what selection we have made. If you click on that button, all would be clear. Add selection back. Right click, property, clear all, add selection forward. Okay, now I can just keep this here and keep this as here. So what I can do now, I can just select these three controls and give a equal spacing, adjust left. Okay, so it's got equal spacing. I need to okay, just align top. That means all will be aligned in a single horizontal line. Then space adjust left means it would be having the equal space. Okay, now here I'll select category as text del. So once I click this, I have got two selections here in this current selection box, right? What are those? That is a category is desktop, make is this. I select employee, I select warranty, I select department and designations, all this. Okay, now finally I got this employee, particularly this employee, okay, and its informations. Okay, so if you want to go to back, that what I have selected, just go to back, click on this, one step will be clear. Okay, if you want to go forward, that what selection we made to produce that analytics, just you can go forward. Finally we are there in this analytics. Okay, so it's keeping track of our selections, and if I finally clear selections, this will be cleared. Again if you click back, that would be back. So this is very much useful. Suppose you're going for analytics and you're selecting 100, I mean 10, 20 selections to produce an analytics. If you forgot that, you can just go to back, you can just reproduce that. Okay, so it is very much useful.
What is the name of this control you said, Amit?
This is a button, these are buttons only. Okay, this is
Just
back,
buttons. Okay.
yeah, buttons only. Okay, and buttons have numerous properties, so that will take a separate class altogether to describe and giving the practical example one by one. And charts is a separate topic altogether, and we will cover the rest of the controls in the next class. Okay, so once you will just cover all those controls, you see your design is complete. Okay, and after that you will be getting confident to create any kind of dashboards. Functionality properties of all those controls are different. Okay, now once you cover the chart, that means your visualization designing is complete, and you can be able to develop any dashboards. So I'll just share those, and I will also share the some sample live dashboards as your project. You can check, take the reference from those dashboards and create your own. Okay, so that's all for today. We'll meet tomorrow at same time, and I'm sending you the database backup. Naveen and Pratima, just both of you can add it to your SQL server. Can up, I mean just restore to a SQL server. Okay, and if required
Okay.
also I'll send you the link
Okay.
of
Thank you.
QlikView to download the materials. Okay, bye bye. Sure. Meet you tomorrow
See
at
you
same time.
tomorrow, Amit.
Sure. Okay. Sure. Thank you so much.
You. Yeah.